Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we recap select races on the cards from Saturday, September 14 and Sunday, September 15. 18 races were contested over the 2 days, with Saturday's main feature being the Nonsuch Sprint Trophy, while Sunday's feature event was dedicated to the Hall of Fame inductee and three-time champion jockey Trevor McKenzie, who was the first jockey to be nominated as Sportsman of the Year in Jamaica. We begin our highlights with race number 1 from Saturday.
They're off for the first. Simba the Lion dwelt in the gate and has given the rest a huge jump as they charge down the backstretch. Last Dance is vying for that lead. Great Trick racing on the outside. Hidden from view at the moment, Lord of Ajalon. These three now match strides. High Diplomacy is a further length and a half in behind them. Shaboom the Grey asked to make some progress on the outside. Fault Line races next in the blue sleeves. Casual Peach is running the rail, overtaken by Simba the Lion beginning a recovery run, and XY Soul is left at the back. They're about to arrive at the half mile as the tempo now should increase as they make their way into that turn, and a Great Trick, the one they all have to catch. High Diplomacy breathing down the neck of the leader along with Lord of Ajalon, now making gains on the outside. Simba the Lion has made a good recovery and is only 2.5 lengths off that lead as they go flashing past the three. Last Dance hooks reverse, joined by Shaboom now beginning to make some late progress. A huge gap opens up to Fault Line, then XY Soul and Casual Peach is last. They come thundering into the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to run. High Diplomacy on the rail with that lead. Great Trick in the green. In between horses. Lord of Ajalon, the grey races up next. Simba the Lion, now that one's run looks to have petered out. And Shaboom is the one racing widest of them all. But High Diplomacy is travelling quickly. High Diplomacy out in front and opening up that lead. It's High Diplomacy and terrific Tevin Foster. They're bouncing away in the first event and will win it easily in the end by double digits. Great Trick is second. Shaboom is third. Simba the Lion made just be fourth over Lord of Ajalon fifth.
So High Diplomacy turns up in unbeatable condition. First time of the claim, trained by Greg Fennell, ridden by leading rider Tim Foster, and that now puts him 6 clear of Radish Roban. And incidentally, it was a Tim Foster Radish Roban exacta in the first event. $658 for the exacta for the top 2 riders. And the Quinella Plus is a must. $576 for the top 2 jocks in the land.
They're off and racing. Red Scammer misses it marginally and is left at the back of the field as they head towards the 6 furlong point. Main Mistress with that lead. Oil Machine tracks in second. Hot Red Scammer sneaking up the rail, going down into, now going second. Then comes a Zulu Warrior. Behind Zulu Warrior, that's Go West Young Man. 2 lengths away before we come to Princess Vianney, now joined by Never. They go past the 5 and making their way to the 4. And it is Main Mistress on that lead, about a length and a piece from Hot Red Scammer, right chasing in second. Right there in third, that's Oil Machine sneaking up against the rail. Zulu Warrior. Then comes a Go West Young Man, 4 lengths before we come to Never, and racing at the back of the field, that's Princess Vianney. They're passing the 3, and it is a Main Mistress going on about 3 lengths now and begins to go away from these. Main Mistress. Oil Machine is going down in chase. Also coming on, that Zulu Warrior. It's Main Mistress at the top of the lane, looking good from here. It's Main Mistress beginning to pull away from these. Coming on, that Zulu Warrior against the rail, but I don't think they'll get back to Main Mistress. Coming to the furlong pole with a good-looking lead. The rider takes a peek in his mirror and loving what he sees. Main Mistress pulling away from them. A half a furlong to go, and they'll not get back to Main Mistress. And this one is a double-digit win for the champion jockey, Ray and Lewis. Main Mistress beats Zulu Warrior. Then comes the Oil Machine and Princess Vianney back in fourth.
No problems there for the big favorite Main Mistress, taking the field from gate to wire and winning by 11 lengths in 125.3. So an impressive performance here. Vast improved effort too by Main Mistress. She ran among fillies only on debut, and she took on a couple of colts and geldings today, and she really brushed them aside in no uncertain manner.
Starter ready, they're off. Smart Asset takes off pretty quickly, drifting toward the middle. Bold Move is over there with that group in front of Smart Asset, who switches across. Unbelievable Force with that group, and behind them that's Matuso. But El Rapido the Grey is right against the stand fence and showing powerful speed as they travel away now with just about 3 furlongs to race. El Rapido may have the overall lead. Unbelievable Force toward the center. In between them, Bold Move in the purple. These are the 3 main contenders as El Rapido continues to hold the advantage. But Unbelievable Force now closes in for the kill. And Unbelievable Force now jets through to get that lead. It's Unbelievable Force. El Rapido fading back. Bold Move toward the center on the far side under a busy ride. That's Teflon Don. But it's Unbelievable Force and the Sneaky Fox or Radish Roman away from them inside the final 16. There's no stopping. Unbelievable Force, forceful in the event and wins handily in the end by 6 or more. Riches to Rags, possibly just over Teflon Don. Then El Rapido fading back into 4th.
So Unbelievable Force turns up in the best condition today and is quite focused for the assignment this time around. And taps, of course, from the inside draw. Grabs a hold of the early leader El Rapido and goes about her business to win by 5 1/4 lengths. Getting better of her stablemate, Riches to Rags, who beat her last time out. That was last week. At odds of 2 weeks ago. At odds of 36-1. So clearly, Unbelievable Force, the quicker of the two, and comes home at 7-2 this week. Last time out was at 3-5, and only able to muster 4th. Radish Roman gets a win for Filippiano D and ACK7.
Ready for a start for Michael Sims. They're off and racing. April Spirit is left at the back of the field as it is making the running. Absolute Blue. Absolute Blue. Global Impulse out wide, and it's Noble Impulse from Just an Illusion. Absolute Blue. Raw Liquid comes next. Right there in the mix, that is Dancing in the Breeze. Then comes My Smoky. Behind My Smoky, that's Galway Bay. Then comes a Party Princess, and racing at the back of the field, a slow starter, April Spirit. They pass the 3, and it is Noble Impulse on a 3-length lead. And Noble Impulse is in front of Absolute Blue down into 2nd, right against the rail in 3rd. That's Just an Illusion. Then comes running on, that's Raw Liquid. They're coming to the furlong and a half pole. Noble Impulse still in front. Absolute Blue begins to take aim on Noble Impulse. Also coming on, that is Just an Illusion, but it's now Absolute Blue and Noble Impulse fighting it on. Just an Illusion is coming up the rail. Also coming on, that's Dancing in the Breeze, but it is Absolute Blue in front. Absolute Blue still in front. Noble Impulse trying to fight back, but Absolute Blue will give Tevin Foster his 3rd win on the card. Absolute Blue beats Noble Impulse. Then comes Just an Illusion, Dancing in the Breeze. Got tight for 5th. Maybe it's My Smoky.
So a hat-trick of wins there for Absolute Blue, now racing under the care of trainer David Powell. And Tevin Foster picks up his 3rd win aboard Absolute Blue. And also his 3rd win on today's card, so things going well there for the combination of Absolute Blue and Tevin Foster. The numbers I gave you there, 3, 10, 8, and 7. The race came back 3, 10, 8, and 7 was 5th. So you got your exacta, quinella, trifecta, and all you had to do was find Dancing in the Breeze to make that high 5. So good race for the numbers there.
They're off. Justin Biden staggers out, an awkward beginning. Desert of Malibu dashes to an early lead and goes on by some 3 lengths. Is That a Fact runs the rail, accompanied by stablemate Madeline Sunshine. These two hook up together. In behind them, a Wall Street Trader is racing in 4th, some 5 off that lead. Fearless Soul is racing up next. Inspire Force is second to last at the moment as they leave the half-mile marker, and last of all, the outclassed Justin Biden. The field stringing out in a line as they make their way now toward the final three, and out in front is a Desert of Malibu. Is that a fact? Now asked to slice into that lead. It's only a length and a half. Wall Street Trader close enough if good enough. A break of 5 back to Fearless Soul as the leaders will come into the top of the lane. It is a Desert of Malibu. Roman having a look over his shoulder and asked the filly to go now inside the final 3/16. It's Desert of Malibu turning on the power, and Desert of Malibu begins to shake loose from the field inside the last furlong. This is the Nonsuch Sprint Trophy. It's Desert of Malibu and Radish Roman romping the event. They've opened up 8, maybe more, could be 10. Desert of Malibu easily in the end wins the Nonsuch Sprint Trophy from Wall Street Trader. Is that a fact? Close between Inspire Force and Fearless Soul running on late.
An ultra-impressive display of talent there by Desert of Malibu, coming off the break since April. When she was last out in April, she won the Dignity Trophy, and she's back here now in the Nonsuch Sprint Trophy, and she shows rivals a clean pair of heels and stopped the clock in 1:10 and a fifth of a second. It's been quite a long time since we've seen 1:10 for 6 furlongs here at Caymanas Park, and I remember a couple of seasons ago, it must have been Atomica that did 1:10 and change for 6 furlongs, so 22-2, 46 and a fifth, 1:10 and a fifth of a second, winning by 8 1/4 lengths. Indeed, that's a big-time performance, and she's coming off the break since April, so she should be even better after this run.
Starter ready, they're off. Fair start. The favorite Blood Moon grabs that lead. My Sunshine racing down on the outside. Lil Maggie runs the rail. Dove on Another Mission race out 2 and 3 wide. Mila K runs the rail. Have a Joy on the outside, now asked to pick up speed. Sweet Burn is racing next as the leaders leave the half mile and make their way toward the 7/16. They're followed up by Golden Lawyer, and Princess Catalia trails the field. They've left the 7/16. They're about to arrive at the final 3/8, and My Sunshine leads up by some 3 lengths. Being chased by Blood Moon on the outside, now asked to pick up and make ground as they flash past the 5/16. Another Mission has now quickened up and is asked to go in chase, but it's My Sunshine bringing them into the lane. The rider has a peep in his mirrors, and My Sunshine continues to hold the advantage with 3/16 to run. A couple of cracks to the left-hand stick. Blood Moon now launching an attack. Little Maggie is running down against the rail. Another Mission out wide. Dove also trying to close up, but this My Sunshine holds on to that lead. Under Omar Walker, it's My Sunshine beginning to tie up just a little bit, but has done more than enough and will win by almost 3 over the favorite Blood Moon. Close between Mila K. Dove on the rail. Another Mission looks to be 5th.
Time for a break now on the Caymanas Park Highlight Show, and when we return, we will continue our highlights from the Sunday, September 15 race card. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. We continue with select races from the Sunday, September 15 race card, picking up at race number 1.
And now they're off. Kismet misses it, giving away several lengths early as a Baby Love comes away fastest of them all. She's a Mirage right alongside, and now Baby Love begins to go away. Uncle Nub chasing on the outside of She's a Mirage. Sugar races next as they're about to arrive at the half-mile marker. A break of some 2 lengths back to the pair of a Digital Light overtaking stablemate Blinking Light. A gap of 4 to Urchigal. Kai on the Go needs to do a lot more, along with Atomic Energy, and Kismet yet to recover. They've left the 3. They're about to approach the 5/16th, and the war up front continues. A Baby Love and a She's Mirage. They continue to fight for it. Uncle Nub now turning into the lane 3 wide, but down the stretch they come, and it is She's a Mirage looking to have the nose in front. Baby Love not done yet though, and these 2 continue to match strides on the run to the furlong pole. Asked to close up, that's a Digital Light in the yellow cap. The rest look to be out of it, but it is Baby Love now taking the lead once again from She's a Mirage. The battle continues. It is Baby Love on the rail. She's a Mirage, digging in and finding extra. She's a Mirage, points the nose in front over Baby Love. Digital Light running on late. She's a Mirage, possibly just over Baby Love. Digital Light, then Atomic Energy and Urtigo.
A driving finish there to start the Sunday card, and a short hit separated She's a Mirage and Baby Love, and it was a 5-1 chance. She's a Mirage. Victor Sanchez in the saddle for Jason Acosta and Elizabeth Acosta that get the win in the first event, just over the big favorite Baby Love. And that's another example. Horse wins by double-digit lengths in the grade below, steps up to the grade above. All the rage in the betting, but it's a different pace. Almost got there, but the fact is that She's a Mirage was much more seasoned at the level, and She's a Mirage got the head bob in that driving finish to the wire.
They're off. Fly Messenger Fly staggers out of the gates, giving them a jump along with Inspired Miracle as they run toward the final 6 furlongs. The duel up front, Little Grovey Thing, a very narrow leader. Just toward the inside, Unruly Dude, Tigre Express out wide. In behind them, the favourite Sir John just about 3.5 lengths off that lead. Inspired Miracle making ground on the rail. Fly Messenger Fly is at the back as they've left the 5 and run the back stretch toward the half mile. Out in front, that's Unruly Dude, just ahead of Little Grovey Thing hidden from view. Tigre Express needs to find a length in the piece to get to them, so John is 4 lengths off that lead. In behind them, that's Inspired Miracle, and at the back of the field, it's Fly Messenger Fly as they come flashing past the 3/8 and make their way toward the top of the lane. Unruly Dude out in front. Tigre Express is just a length and a piece back as they leave the 5/16 in behind them, so John now begins to roll and now begins to bubble to the boil, hugging that rail run as they're into the top of the stretch. Unruly Dude in the center, so John the favourite down against the rail and Tigre Express out 3 wide. The winner should come from here as they drive toward the final furlong. Tigre Express and narrow leader. So John fighting on the inside. It is Tigre Express just the leader. So John trying to fight on inside the final 16th. It's Tigre Express and the informed Shane Richardson now beginning to come away from Sir John. Tigre Express upsets the favourite Sir John, who is second. Unruly Dude is third. Little Grovey Thing is fourth.
So Tigre Express scores a bad upset win in race number 3, and that's Shane Richardson riding for trainer Anthony Dixon, aka Bolo. And it's always a very positive signal when you see a trader reclaim a horse that they had past success with, and that was the case with this Tigre Express, and Tigre Express delivers at odds of 4-1. Sir John the favourite competes exactly return 691, and the early triple 12,035. So that indicates that it has been a difficult start to the day. So far 3 races in the books, and no favourites have won as yet. Race number 1, 5-1 winner, She's a Mirage. Race 2 was won by a 5-2 winner, Principal Tiffany. In race 3, a 4-1 winner there, Tigre Express. So Sunday at Caymanas Park, as usual, you get some prize winners coming through.
They're off. First Grandson gets a horrible beginning, left at the back. Warsaw didn't, and grabs an early lead, flashing past the 5. 3 lengths in front of Pope's Lady, Indestructible and Global Machine pair up in behind. Fearless Force is next and making mild progress. Don't Tell Lulu is next, and First Grandson yet to recover from the awful start. They race toward the final 7/16, and Warsaw carries the field along. Chased up now by Pope's Lady, moving down into second. Indestructible in a good spot on the outside in third. Global Machine races on the outside of Fearless Force. A huge gap opens up to First Grandson, overtaking only one. That's Don't Tell Lulu as Warsaw comes into the lane, worried now by Pope's Lady. Watch Fearless Force kicking in down against the rail. These 3 almost abreast as they flash toward the furlong pole. It is a Fearless Force on the rail. Warsaw continues to have the nose in front. Pope's Lady attacking all the time on the outside, but the burly Warsaw continues to fend them off under the left-hand stick. It's Warsaw and Tevin Foster. Fearless Force over on the far side. Tevin Foster driving for all he's worth, gets Warsaw home. He has a double. Fearless Force is second. Pope's Lady is third. Global Machine is fourth.
Another exciting finish there on the Sunday card where we saw Warsaw making most of what it was headed by Pope's Lady and also headed by Fearless Force, but Tim Foster got to work there inside the final furlong and rallied with Warsaw and got the job done. Fearless Force came out with hiding today and finishes in second. Make a note of that one. Third goes to Pope's Lady. Fourth, Global Machine.
They're off and racing. Kellen steps a bit slowly and is left at the rear of the field as going through for that lead. That's Happy Force rushing on the outside. That's Irish Wish. So Irish Wish and Happy Force share the lead. They're about 2 lengths in front of racing in third. That's Janita Estrella. Then comes the General. Kellen comes next and racing at the back of the field. The trailing pair of Gracefully Running and the Town Star. They head to passing the 4, heading toward the 3, and just making the running now. That's Happy Force. Happy Force just on that lead, about a length in front, or 3/4 of a length, I should say, of racing in second. Irish Wish, the General, has them in the crosshair in third. Backing out of it in fourth, that is Chinita Estrella. They're at the top of the rail. The General is sent in through, and the General now it's the front, right on the outside. That Irish Wish, the General, and Irish Wish. In between horses, that Happy Force. These are the 3 that's vying for it. Also coming on once again, Chinita Estrella, but the General now hits the front. It's the General in front. Irish Wish. Does Irish Wish or Happy Force have any answer? No, I don't think so. The General begins to pull away. The General goes on to win by maybe 5 lengths from. Got tight for second. Could be Chinita Estrella or Irish Wish in fourth. That's Happy Force.
So the General scores a mild upset victory there in the BGLC Toba Millionaire Series, and that was the first race in the series for native-bred 3-year-old maidens. And incidentally, he was not edited before that bonus, so we heard the big news here, a carryover of $2 million, and that's going to go into race number 2 in the series, and that will be sometime in October.
They're off. First start, Gilbert, just a bit awkward, misses it. Sugar Daddy has speed, shows it. Alexa's Lodge and Mrs. Lyndhurst chasing. Money Market is also running fast. Digital One is racing toward the outside as they leave the half mile and make their way into that turn. Sugar Daddy leads up from Money Market and Digital One. Alexa's Lodge backing out in fourth. Mrs. Lyndhurst and Big Argument come next. Burlap is the one running the rail as they go blasting past the 3, overtaken by Oasis Jack. Rambling Rose is there as they make the way now. Great Wayne toward the outside, and Nika Bell is next, and Gilbert toward the back, but it's Sugar Daddy battling Money Market up front. These 2 eye to eye on the rail. Digital One now asked to close under the right hand stick, but Money Market now grabs the lead from Sugar Daddy. Digital One now trying to make a race of it. It is a Money Market leaving the furlong pole now. Here is Digital One kicking in on the inside after Burners switched on, and Digital One begins to come away from them in the Trevor McKenzie. It's Digital One and Radish Roman taking it from Money Market. Oasis Jack may have snatched third, close between Burlap and Alexa's Lodge.
This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. See you next time.